Taking the L today. Taking the L. It's just part of day trading. If every single trade was a winner, it would just be called profiting. And today, a couple stocks moving around pre-market, getting, a little action going, and then just not really having the opportunities. Or maybe we had some opportunities. I don't know. We're going to talk about it here in a second, kind of going over what went down. Just my $1,000 red day. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. All right, so we'll start out right here. Let you guys see how much money I lost today. I lost $215 there on any, $80 on GoGo, and $38 there on G-Sky, SRNE. So we'll just kind of break it down looking at these stocks that I traded. So ANY this morning was a reverse split. And the funny thing was, the thing spiked up here to 345. It pulled back, and I was watching this 315 area. I wanted to see this 315 area hold. Well, it didn't end up holding. And we got this washout. Ended up washing out down there to $3. And I was telling myself, I actually said it in the live stream. I said, ooh, it's breaking 315. This is not a good sign. This is not what I want to see happen. I want to see 315 hold. And it didn't hold. It ended up going lower. But then for some reason, I was just like, oh, FOMO. I saw that big washout, and I thought I could just jump in there and get a little bounce back and make a little profit. But you can see it ended up just going lower. GoGo was a stock that was kind of just, it was a hit or miss one as well. You can see kind of this morning was trying to trade at pre-market. It ended up just dumping, and then it ended up coming back. I went flat on that trade. And this trade here, I was just 10 cents too early or 20 cents too early, and I ended up shorting, right here into this bull flag there, and was thinking we might get that roll-off, which we ended up getting that roll-off back down to the VWAP, which was kind of my plan, but we ended up getting pushed up there to 782, and then it rolled off back down to the $7 area. So I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm not trying to validate anything that I'm doing wrong. I'm not trying to say that, I was sort of right. I was sort of right here. But you can see just how, this is what, 5 minutes? Maybe I was 5 minutes too early there. And, I was just looking at this, how overextended it was. Maybe I just didn't give it enough time, getting short there at 770. I probably could have gave it a little bit more time, but I ended up cutting it off. Sometimes I just do these, I don't know why I do it, but I just do these weird trades where I just get in and I end up just getting out, and you can see the stock ended up going down there to 710. So another stock, which is kind of just what it is, playing it safe there. This G-Sky. G-Sky was the stock of the day. I think this was definitely the stock that I should have really crushed it on this. And again, I hear myself saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But this morning, pre-market, I was looking at it at the 1250 area. I was hoping we get one more little push at 1250, but it ended up just getting crushed. And it pulled all the way down there to $9. At open, it was just gone. It had nothing. There was nobody buying this stock. It was just going lower and lower. And then finally, I ended up buying a little bit of the bounce here off that $9, kind of bounced back. Ended up going all the way up there to $9.44. There was a bit of a spread. I got a bad fill there and just kind of just screwed up there on that trade. And then this trade right here was just really the beautiful trade of the day. But obviously, again, just didn't have that, follow through, or I guess I didn't really follow the plan. I can make excuses all day. I can try to figure out I can try to figure out what I did wrong and all that. But really, I was just too early. I was trying to buy the dip there. And, I was talking about it in the live stream. This was all live this morning at 9 a.m. We're live on YouTube trading. Everybody's seeing my trades. They're seeing my losses. They're seeing my entries, all that stuff live on YouTube in real time. So people are seeing this. Everybody saw me enter GSKY, and they were like, what are you doing? You're an idiot. It's going to keep crashing. Look at the trend. It's going lower. It's going lower. Well, it ended up, getting down there to 855. My entry was there at 870. That's only 15 cents. I didn't really give it enough time, did I? I didn't really give it enough time. I ended up getting out there. That was just not enough wiggle room there to let this trade really work out. And you can see it ended up getting back up there to 970. So I was right there, so close. And again, you can see what happens when, you're 1 second late, when you're 1 second early. This is what happens. I saw the trade. I saw the opportunity. I saw the stock was down 40%. I just saw, overall, okay, we had this massive amount of selling. And then finally, we started to find a little bit of a bottom. There was a big buyer kind of sitting there. And then I also was getting this weird, I got a phone call that kind of, again, I'm not trying to make excuses here, but you can see, just by being, 10 minutes, 15 minutes early on this trade, I ended up getting out for a loss, whereas if I would have, bought here on this dip, boom, Look at that beautiful, beautiful move, right? That's just, I mean, beautiful. And you can see this doji, just kind of that flat line there. Once that kind of flat line, the trend changed and went back up there. So hopefully I saw some people on the live stream said they bought the dip there as well and made some money. So congrats if that happened. If you were able to buy the dip on G-Sky this morning, a beautiful little push back up there to 970. That's kind of what we're looking for. I was honestly just looking for that push to 9 to the VWAP. If we reclaim the VWAP, there's that move to 970. So overall, pretty nice little trade there. Just was a little early. And then this one was the one that really got me today. It got me good. And this is a lot of just kind of FOMO, and more so it was just me. I saw that the stock had a little bit of news. It was early in the morning. This is what ended up jumping in here at 8 o'clock in the morning. There was no volume on it, but I was like, ooh, I'm going to get in before anybody else does. I'm going to buy, and I'm going to make some money on this. And ended up getting out for a $600 loss. It could have been a much larger loss, but I ended up just cutting it off, telling myself, I got to get out of this. And it's funny because as soon as I cut it off, I ended up getting back out there to $4, which was my entry. So I probably could have gotten out a little bit better, but I just had to cut it off. And that's just kind of part of day trading, accepting these losses. The worst thing that you can do is trade with the idea, that, I can't lose. I can't take a loss. If you trade like that and you have that mentality that you can't accept a loss, then it's just really going to destroy your account. And it's going to be really, really hard to make money because there's going to be days like today. Today's a perfect example. There's going to be days where, I was close, but I just wasn't close enough. And that's just kind of how it works sometimes. Overall, losing $1,000, I'm not mad about it. I think SRNE was just a really kind of, I kind of knew when I got into the trade that was a bad trade because pre-market, it was kind of flagging. You can't really see it now, but it was kind of flagging pre-market. I thought we might get that balance off that whole dollar, get one more push up there to 425. But also, once I was in the trade, I also could tell, like, oh, I'm in this trade. I'm going to make money. And that was when I had that mindset where I just get into a trade and all I can think about is how much money I'm going to make. 4,000 shares. I'm like, oh, it's going to be, this thing's going to $7 and I'm making so much money today. When I start getting that feeling, when that feeling comes along, it's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. And, I should have just cut it off right there, right then and there, kind of break even. BOXL, crazy one today, right? So BOXL all over the place. This is actually I got to zoom out here on the chart. So BOXL up there to almost $4. We were talking about this one in the live stream as well. It's kind of just bouncing around, doing some weird things. And we, people were skeptical. People were really skeptical. And I was like, I think this thing's going to 3. I think it's going to get that break over $3. Ended up getting all the way up there to $3.97. So again, it's just one of those days, just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it happens. It's, just part of it. Just getting back on it. We're getting back in it. It just takes a little bit of time. I've got to get back in the zone here. Get back in the zone. Also, I know the hard part with the live stream is there's 1,000 people. They're all commenting. They're all saying things, and I try to not pay attention to it, but I'm also like, ooh, okay, everybody thinks this is a bad trade. Everyone thinks this is a bad idea, or they think, people are saying things, and it's not that they're, controlling me, but it definitely has a little bit of an effect. And I'm not blaming. I don't want to make any excuses or blames or blame anybody for, just my poor performance today. At the end of the day, every day it's like you got to get on here, you got to hammer it, you got to perform. You got to always be performing, because if you get caught slipping, if you do something silly, you're going to end up paying the price. And that's the market, baby. That's day trading. If you're not in the zone, you better just walk away. And then, today, just one of those days. One of those days. So there it is, showing you guys my losers, showing you guys my winners, showing you the process, going through this. You're going to have red days. It's going to come. There's going to be a red day. Trust me. I've been doing this now for over 2 years, and the red days are just a part of it. If you can't accept having a red day, it's going to be really, really hard to ever make any money, because there's going to be days where you're just going to be red, and you just got to accept it. You got to say, hey, today I lost $1,000. It kind of is just what it is. If I can sit here, I can try to trade it back. I can try to force some trades, try to make something happen. But it's better to just tell yourself, there's always tomorrow. You can always wait for the next opportunity. When that opportunity comes along, we'll be ready for it. And that's really just kind of my mindset right now. That's what we're going through. So we're going through the battle, baby. The battle is real. The battle is real. I'll talk to you guys later on. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tune in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll be live on YouTube. Let's break over 1,000 people. Let's break over 1,000 people watching. Let's do it. Come on. Get in there. 9 a.m. I'll see you guys there. Talk to you later.